Hi, welcome to Books to Boardrooms with Dr. Kiran. Today I have the privilege of having Mr. Tapan Vaidya. He is the CEO of Papa John's, the pizza brand in UAE and KSA. So let's understand from him a little background about yourself. I think from his profile, I came to know that he got more than 36 years of experience in the hospitality industry, working with various brands such as Chili's, Pizza Hut, now with Papa John's. So from your side, can you just give a little background about your journey and the currently you are working as the CEO, and a little background about Papa John's as an organization?
I'm a Bachelor of Mathematics honors, and it was then when I was in my second year doing my mathematics studies that I started waiting at tables. And then the gratification was instant. You take good care of a customer, you're tipped. So naturally, my first love for work was restaurants, and I never left. I completed my studies, but I never left the field of restaurants. And then, of course, as years progressed, the brands you've mentioned and many more brands I've worked with, I've had the pleasure of working with. But now I'm fully focused on developing Papa John's in UAE and Saudi Arabia. In fact, very soon we are trying to launch the brand in some more countries too.
So when you say Papa John's is more like it's predominantly a pizza brand,
Yes, it is American pizza.
pizza. And so when if you look at the landscape of the pizza as a Italian fast food in across the Middle East market, at least if I talk about, there are, like, of course there is Round Table Pizza, there is Pizza Hut. So how you differentiate Papa John's from others?
See, so Papa John's, our brand promise is better ingredients, better pizza. So this BIBP promise is what really is our engine of growth. We take tremendous care of the ingredients we source, and right from pizza flour to pizza sauce to the toppings to the pure mozzarella cheese that we put on the top of the pizza, everything is of gold standard. And our customers know that because it is the quality that differentiates us from our competition.
So when you're in the hospitality industry and food takes a most important factor, and you told that you're using the gold quality in terms of all the ingredients, is quality of food more than enough for majority of the parties? Does it enough, or what are other key performance indicators you think is important for a brand to succeed in this type of markets?
Also, if you go back to say 1980s, quality was enough. Even to an extent 1990s, the quality, you get that right, people will come. No, not in this age of millennials and Generation Z. There are so many other KPIs that you have to look after. Mind you, quality is still the most important part. You can have the best looking restaurant, you can have the best looking app, best functioning app or a website. If your food is not good, no one's going to come back. That's why, while food is still the most important, the quality of food is still the most important element. Now, today, there are so many other things. People want value for money. Well, they always wanted value for money, but they definitely understand value for money better. Customers want their pizzas delivered in quick time. They don't want to wait. And sometimes, if you take too long on a regular basis to deliver a pizza, you might lose that customer to competition. So that's, delivery time is a big KPI. Convenience of ordering is also another KPI. If the customer finds it difficult to reach out to you, then he's going to go to someone else who's easier. So there's so many features have come into this business that it's difficult to talk about them all. But yeah, that it's not just food quality anymore. But food quality is still the most important.
I think in this market now you see a shift with the Talabat and the Zomatos dominating and the culture of people ordering from outside increasing. Delivery business, the percentage of in-dine versus delivery, the deliveries, I think some of the places, especially like a fast food chain, delivery is more than the in-house. So when you talk about delivery, I mean, what sort of delivery? Because that's the key. Like in India, you know, Domino's entered the market with a half-an-hour delivery. I think that became their key highlight in terms of getting the market. So here, how you take care of that particular segment of delivery?
See, we are a chain focusing on diverse channels. So we are not suggesting we are delivery centric or that we are dining centric or that we are open for business from all our locations for delivery, for dine-in and for takeaway. And you will see us designing, promoting different offers, some suited for delivery, some suited for dine-in and some suited for even takeaway, so that all channels keep working well. And ultimately it's about consumers' convenience. What does the consumer want? If he wants to dine in, we are there. If he wants to come and take away, we are there. If he wants it delivered, we have an app he can use. And if he still thinks he must go to the names you mentioned, aggregators, we are there too. So that's the best way to do business.
So when you say convenience, of course it comes with the speed. So because you cannot take 1 hour for delivery of the pizza will lose its taste. So that means you need to be close to the customer. So how many customer touch points or showrooms you have in UAE?
So we are at 70 restaurants today, and what we do, the way we work is we create or rather draw an 8-minute drive time radius around every location. That is where we deliver. So it is anyway a certainty that when a customer orders, the drive time is not going to exceed 8 minutes.
Okay.
And then the remaining time is the making of the pizza, baking of it, cutting of it, boxing of it, and the driver leaving the premises. So that's how we try and do our best to deliver in 30 to 35 minutes. Sometimes during peak hours it may go a little longer, sometimes it's faster, but this is the way we manage.
So when you, of course, pizza takes time because you made to order. It's not like you order, make it and keep it, right? So when you say the 8 minutes, so this is the time you calculate to ensure that when the pizza reach the customer place, once it is cooked, it's at the best taste, and because of course otherwise whatever quality you talk about, it goes for a toss.
Correct, exactly. So obviously all processes are standardized. So we know exactly what is the average time taken to slap the dough, average time taken to top a pizza, and then we know the oven belt speed and the time it takes for pizza to enter and come out fully baked. And we know how long it takes to cut it into 10 slices or 8 slices, box it, and we control rack time. Sometimes what happens, the pizza is ready and sitting, waiting for the driver to come. That rack time is a certain number of minutes we cannot exceed. So if the driver has not picked it up, then the pizza is discarded, a fresh one is made.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we make sure that the product is always fresh. And the 8 minutes are decided based on our knowledge of the other piece. So we know
that's a strategy for retaining a customer, right? I think getting a customer is easy with because if the taste is not there, they are going to, because so much options are available.
Correct.
So you are ready to throw that product just because you want to ensure the customer, when he gets it, he gets the best product.
No, absolutely. This whole business is about winning customers. You lose a customer, there are two things happen. You lose a customer, competition gains a customer. It doesn't help your business, absolutely. Neither your shareholders want this, nor your employees want this. Even the customers don't want to keep going from place to place. Right. So you have to win your customer with it. So every transaction, I tell my team, take such great care that the customer only thinks of returning. So we have this term called ROC in our business. Take care of ROC, which is return of customer, and the ROI will take care of itself.
Okay. So when you talked about the procedure, you told everything is calculated, so you have a SOP in place in terms of, but when it comes to new product, I mean, how often Papa John's come up with new product, new pizzas, or what is the process? Do you have any process
No,
of
no,
innovating?
absolutely, absolutely. See, what happens is when you are serving to a large population base across the length and breadth of the country, you have all kinds of customers. You have customers who love one product every time they order that product, and you have customers who they
Experiment.
they order different items. Not only that, they know the full menu, so they want new items from outside the menu. So we believe innovation is important, and we therefore make sure every 2 months we have at least one new item.
Okay.
I mean, we have today a highly successful product called Papadilla. It's like a sandwich, and it really is helping us compete better in mall food courts where our neighbors are hamburger concepts. So now we are better able to compete with them during the lunch day part. Then we recently introduced a new ingredient, cheddar cheese. So now we have a range of pizzas which use both a blend of mozzarella and cheddar cheese. We have recently introduced epic stuffed crust pizzas. So a very nice thick ring of cheese in the crust. So as you eat the crust, the melting cheese. So it's a great product, and I would recommend your viewers to try.
Yeah. So now you come up with these products. I mean, you talk about this 8 minutes delivery schedule, the quality of ingredients, the new product. So how you communicate this to the market? I mean, this because this 2 months you're coming with new product. That means there will be constant communication with the customers.
Well, thankfully, our marketing budget allows for multiple activities. We do above the line, below the line, but more importantly now, we spend a lot of our resources on digital and social media marketing. And so that is a big source of having a direct connection with your customers through their mobile. So that is the best way to reach them. We geofence all our trade areas and make sure customers in those areas on their devices keep saying Papa John's and the new
So
product.
it's more like a target marketing. That's advantage of social media. You
Exactly,
can
exactly.
define your market also.
Exactly. You can be as accurate as you want.
So being the CEO of this brand, and you worked with multiple other brands, so what are the key challenges as a CEO you face in establishing these type of brands in this market, and how you overcome those things?
So challenges, thankfully, there is no permanent challenge. UAE is such a nice place to do business in. The leadership is so progressive that we are not, there is no permanent challenge. But temporary challenges come and go. For example, in 2020, we had the lockdown, so malls were closed. Suddenly, we lost half our restaurants because malls are closed. But thank goodness, everything came back in 3 months. Post lockdown, a new challenge came up. We had the lack of manpower because everyone started hiring. Those who had closed started opening. Everyone started hiring, and one could not import labor in those days. So that was a challenge. So we had our own ways of solving that problem. We did that. So these challenges keep coming, and it's about understanding all the challenges, trying to work out a solution to these problems, implement.
So what's your future plans with Papa John?
Oh, we are doing well and we are expanding. As I speak, we have 70 and we have 16 restaurants under fit outs. So you will probably see us hit 86 by the end of the year. We want to open our 100th restaurant in UAE next year sometime. So we are not stopping. We will also expand in Saudi Arabia. We have 13 restaurants today and another 5 under fit out. So there's nothing stopping us.
I think as basically I use this channel for connecting industry with academic theories. One of the growth strategies which we teach about is hands-off metrics, where we talk about market penetration, product development, and market development. I think you're doing all these three simultaneously, and I wish you all the very best. And thanks a lot for sharing your detailed information.
Thank
and
you.
I'm sure-
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thanks. Pleasure is mine. Thank you.